We will talk about the Tesla logistics between China, Australia, and Europe. It's getting very complicated, so we have to dive into it. So glad to have you back here on my channel. We will start with the areas that you see here from a video of Vouva. You can check out his full video on his channel. So what we see here is Tesla has different kinds of logistical areas where they can store cars, which will then be transported to customers. And we have maybe wondered why the parking area is not as full anymore, and this is because Tesla is having moved all the cars that were produced to these areas here. You see a few cars that are standing there already for quite some time. So we have to ask ourselves what is going on here. But for that, we have to wait for any kind of confirmation. Now, this is what I try to do here. So don't get confused. I will go through that. In German, we call a train a Zug. So there's actually a new version of transport available very soon through Kazakhstan to Europe. Because the Chinese railway company actually said that now officially they can transport EVs as well. This was not possible before. And in general, doing it by train is more expensive than by carriers, but it is faster. So it could be an option in the future for Tesla. If they would do that, let's see. But definitely a way to transport cars as well. Then on the right side, you have from Fremont to Korea, cars are being transported from that area. And then you have a small one from Shanghai to Japan. This is the new market that they are starting currently to work on. Then you have Shanghai to Australia, which is also a big market now. And you, of course, have the way of transporting from Shanghai to the European market. Now, what is important is we're going to see soon some more export happening, but not from China. We're going to see some exports happening from Giga Berlin. And there's like 1 or 2 people from Israel on this account, and they are actually saying, yes, I'm going to receive my Model Y Performance from Giga Berlin in a few days. So thank you for the hint. So we can clearly say that from Zeebrugge in Belgium, we're going to see some shipments going towards Israel and Taiwan. This is the new way of transporting cars. It's not clear when Tesla is actually going to do that here, but I believe it's actually going to happen by end of the year. And so this might be a new strategy for Tesla to actually work on. And this is exciting. On the other hand, I hope Tesla is going to solve the wait times before they actually do that for the European customers. I think that should be the priority first. So you have seen it's pretty complex what Tesla is doing here. Again, other car makers are doing it as well. And we can see here that VW is still a bit in the lead, but Spain, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Tesla will catch up in the next few days and will take the first spot again. Again, this is just playing around with a few numbers. I think it is pretty clear that Tesla with Giga Berlin is going to catch up very quickly when it comes to the yearly European production and deliveries. Again, we still have cars coming from China. And this is what I illustrated you in the past chart. So you can kind of get an idea what is actually happening here. So if you're a US citizen, you're actually pretty lucky. You have shorter delivery times from the factory to customers. You have not so many things that can happen on the way, like for us in Europe when a car comes from China. Which carrier is it on? Is it going to go through Suez Canal? Which harbor is it going to? So it's very complicated. Now looking into the US, but as well for Tesla in general, Tesla expects thousands of robots to work in its factories. Again, we're going to see more details about that very soon. But this robot, as we have been discussing it for many times, could be changing a lot of stuff inside factories, especially when it comes to work that is always the same. So repeatable work that is very annoying for humans. this is something that these new robots could do for Tesla. Again, we also have a lack of people actually working, to be honest with you. So these are the kind of works where you very hardly find somebody who is willing to do that work that is every day the same for 8 days or 8 hours a day. So again, you clearly see that this is definitely a way to reduce stress, to reduce the possibility of not finding people, so they can move this robot as an alternative. Now, looking into more details, as you see, Giga Berlin, we also have here Chris Cheng regarding an update for the Model 3. I have discussed this possibility that we might see an update for the Model 3 many times. Again, BMS, battery management system, could be updated by next year. I have talked about a few times about the new battery system and the new battery itself, the M3P battery that could come into the Model 3 standard range. I don't expect that to happen right at the beginning of the year. I do expect that to be maybe in Q2 next year. We still have to wait. We have seen recently many software updates, and we have seen many changes happening, and that even more quickly than before. So Tesla seems to be really working hard when it comes to the software, when it comes to FSD beta, which is rolling out to many people out there, more than ever before. So Tesla is speeding up here very quickly when it comes to its technology, its software. And I think the next step would be some kind of update to the Model 3, which of course is being produced for a long time already, has seen a few updates already, but has not seen some major updates regarding batteries. So this could definitely be something that Tesla is working on. And we all know battery technology is really developing quite quickly, and so we can expect Tesla to maybe change the battery that they have in the standard range Model 3 in the next 12 months. For me personally, I'm driving a Model 3 standard range. I have been driving to my vacation to the destination and back over 2,400 kilometers. And I must honestly admit, it was pretty easy going. I was using superchargers. Of course, those are a bit more expensive than charging at home. But again, it was working all fine. So I think even with a standard range, a better battery would be astonishing, and it would be a very good move of Tesla. So thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate your time and wish you a wonderful day.